All right, let's dive in. We're going to cut through all the noise and get straight to the AI skills that are actually making people money right now in 2026. This isn't about hype. It's about the practical, valuable expertise that can seriously build a career. Look, if you're feeling kinda overwhelmed by the thousands of different AI tools and trends out there, you are not alone. The truth is, most of them are just distractions. But a few select skills have emerged as genuine gold mines, and we're about to break down exactly what they are and why they matter so much. And this is not some small niche trend. According to LinkedIn, we've seen a 163% year-over-year surge in AI job postings. I mean, that's not just growth, that's an explosion. The demand is creating this massive opportunity for anyone with the right skills to just step right in. So here's our game plan for today. We'll kick things off with the big picture, what's happening in this AI gold rush. Then we'll dive deep into the three most valuable skills, touch on two more really cutting-edge specializations, and then wrap it all up with a concrete plan to get you started. Sound good? Let's go. You know, the huge shift that's happening right now is that AI is finally moving out of the research lab and into, well, every single industry. We're talking healthcare, finance, manufacturing, you name it. Companies are past the experimenting phase. They are now deploying AI to solve real, expensive business problems, and they need skilled people to make it happen. And this slide right here breaks down why it's such a massive opportunity. Let's just take a second here. That first slice, it shows that AI skills command a staggering 56% wage premium on average. Then you see companies are pouring a projected $301 billion into AI this year alone. But maybe the most important number is that third slice, a 3.2 to 1 demand-to-supply ratio. Put simply, there are more than 3 jobs for every single qualified person. It is absolutely a seller's market for talent right now. Okay, our first money-making skill, AI workflow automation. This is the absolute engine of modern business efficiency. It's not just about making things faster. It's about making entire business processes smarter, freeing up human beings to focus on the high-value work that machines just can't do. And this really nails the difference. You know, traditional automation is rigid. It just follows simple if this, then that logic. But AI automation, it's a total game changer. It can analyze a bunch of complex factors, understand the context, and then make a recommendation and explain why. It's not just doing a task, it's augmenting a human decision. So what does this look like in the real world? We'll get this. A medical center was struggling with patient volume, so they implemented an AI system to manage appointments and communications. The result? A 20% increase in their operational capacity without hiring a single new staff member. That is the kind of tangible power we're talking about with this skill. All right, let's move on to our second skill, AI Agent Architecture. So if workflow automation helps a human make better decisions, think of an AI agent as a digital employee that you can just assign a goal to. This is all about building autonomous systems that can understand an objective, plan out the steps, and then just go and execute them on their own. And the demand for this is it's skyrocketing. Gartner projects that by the end of this year, 40% of enterprise apps are going to have these AI agents embedded right in them. That's up from less than 5% just 2 years ago, an 8-fold increase. The talent pool for this is still incredibly small, which makes it a golden opportunity. Okay, so let's make this real. Imagine an e-commerce store. A single AI agent can handle all of this. I mean, think about it. It can answer customer questions 24/7. It can follow up with people who abandoned their shopping carts. It can qualify new leads for the sales team, book the sales calls directly on their calendar, and even process returns and refunds. It's a true force multiplier for the whole business. Now, this brings us to a skill that's maybe a little less obvious, but is absolutely critical: AI governance and auditing. You see, as AI makes more and more high-stakes decisions, companies and governments are demanding accountability. This has created an entirely new, very high-paying job market for people who can make sure AI is safe, fair, and compliant, the new guardians of tech. And the biggest driver here is regulation. The landmark EU AI Act comes into force this August, which makes AI auditing a legal requirement for thousands of companies. This isn't a nice-to-have, it's not optional, it is mandatory. And that is creating urgent and sustained demand for this skill set. And you can see the financial impact right here on this chart. The market for AI auditing is projected to grow from $1.7 billion last year to almost $12 billion by 2033. This isn't some temporary trend. This is the foundation of a brand new, stable, and very lucrative career path. So, what does an AI auditor actually do all day? Well, let's take a look. On the left, you've got the core responsibilities, things like making sure a company is following the rules and checking models for any hidden bias. And on the right, you see the skills you need, from knowing laws like the EU AI Act to Python and cybersecurity. It's this really cool blend of tech, law, and business strategy. And because that skill set is so rare and so critical, it commands a very high salary. The typical starting range for an AI governance specialist is between $130,000 and $200,000, and that goes up quickly with experience. That is a clear signal of just how much value the market is placing on this expertise. Okay, next up, let's quickly cover two more highly specialized, high-demand skills: multimodal AI development and specialized engineering, like computer vision. These are really about pushing the boundaries of what AI can perceive and actually do in the physical world. So here's the key difference, and it's a really useful way to think about it. Multimodal AI is all about breadth of perception, creating systems that can see, hear, and read all at once, kind of like a person. Specialized engineering, on the other hand, is about depth of application, using one specific sense, like computer vision, to solve a really deep and valuable problem in just one industry. And here are some powerful examples of where this is being used. Multimodal AI is what powers those intelligent assistants that can process both your voice and what your phone's camera sees. Meanwhile, computer vision is the core tech that lets a self-driving car navigate a busy street or helps a doctor spot cancer in a medical scan. Both are creating absolutely immense value. Okay, so we have covered the what. Now for the most important part, the how. This is your actionable plan to start building these skills and really positioning yourself to earn. Here's a simple, data-backed strategy. Step 1, specialize. An accountant who learns how to build AI automation for financial audits is way more valuable than a generic AI coder. Combining your existing knowledge with AI can boost your salary by up to 50%. Step 2, and this is huge, build real projects. A portfolio is your proof of skill. It shows managers you can actually apply the theory, which is so much more valuable than a course certificate. And finally, step 3, target those mid-level roles, because that's where salaries are growing the fastest right now. And as you're getting started, please remember this crucial piece of advice. The real value isn't just plugging in the technology. It's understanding the business process first. If you automate a broken process, you just create bigger problems faster. Strategy always comes before code. So where are the jobs, right? For freelance work, platforms like Upwork and Fiverr are absolutely exploding with AI gigs. In fact, Upwork saw 178% growth in AI integration skills last year. For full-time roles, the industries hiring the most aggressively are healthcare, finance, and manufacturing. That is where the money is flowing. So the crucial point is this: AI isn't a threat to work, it's a transformation of work. It is fundamentally reshaping what skills are valuable. The opportunities are massive, but they aren't for generalists. They're for the people who choose a path, build real expertise, and focus on creating tangible value. The only question left is, where will you create yours?